Hey guys, it's me Velik. The Brawlers Guild is finally available again after a long hiatus since Battle for Azeroth, and it is running from 10 December, probably until the pre-patch. There are two pets that can be collected from the Brawlers Guild. Firstly there is Tylarr Gronnden, and secondly there is Clock'em. They can be purchased for 500 gold from the following vendors at the Brawlers Guild area: Quackenbush in the Deep Run Tram area in Stormwind City for Alliance, and Paul North in the Brawlgar Arena in Orgrimmar for Horde. In order to purchase them, you will need to reach rank 3 with the Brawlers Guild faction. You increase your rank by competing in the arena and winning against the Brawlers Guild bosses. One Brawlers Guild rank equals 1000 reputation. Every fight won will grant you 250 reputation, so to increase to rank 3 you will need to win 12 challenges. Access to the Brawlers Guild used to be extremely exclusive, requiring the elusive Brawlers Guild invitation. Fortunately, in this edition, you can buy your Brawlers Guild invitation for 50 gold after a short intro quest from the Babbling Brawler in Dornegal, leading you to their respective factions' Brawlers Guild location. In this video, I will showcase the two Brawlers Guild pets, discuss their stats and abilities, and provide a battle analysis. Let's start with the first pet, Tylarr Gronnden. Tylarr Gronnden is a name reference to Tylarr Durden, the iconic alter ego of the protagonist in the film and book Fight Club, with Gronnden being a playful take on the orcish Gron race. Tylarr is the only Gronling pet that is available to players. It shares an identical model with the battle pet Gromly, which is an elite boss pet that can be battled with in your Garrison Menagerie. Its model is also similar to the other Garrison Menagerie elite Gromly, but recolored. Its description reads, "A terror so terrible, you're amazed it could ever be real." It's a humanoid pet which gives it the humanoid passive modifier. Humanoids recover 4% of their maximum health if they dealt damage this round. They take 50% increased strike from undead abilities and 33% decreased strike from critter abilities. Let's go over its stats and abilities. It's a balanced breed. It has 1481 health, 317 power, and 236 speed. This is a high power for a balanced breed, at the cost of speed. Its abilities are Crush, 100% hit chance, crush the enemy dealing 259 to 481 humanoid damage. Body Slam, 1 round cooldown, 100% hit chance, slams into the enemy, dealing 505 humanoid damage, and dealing 219 humanoid damage to themselves. Stone Skin reduces up to 84 damage from each attack against you, lasts 5 rounds. Stone Skin is identical to Jade Skin, and both are the magic counterparts of other magic reduction buffs like the Elemental type Bark Skin, the Dragon type Emerald Presence, and the Beast type Shell Shield. Takedown, 100% hit chance, takes down an enemy, dealing 303 humanoid damage, deals double damage if the target is stunned. Haymaker, 3 round cooldown, 50% hit chance, unleashes a vicious swing which deals 792 humanoid damage. If the ability misses, the user is stunned for 1 round. And Bandage, 3 round cooldown, restores 303 to 370 health plus half of the last hit taken by the user. Bandage is an ability unique to only 3 other pets in the game, namely Kelpfin, Razeshi B, and Trishi. It is the humanoid counterpart of the Elemental type Cauterize and the Dragonkin type Healing Flame. Tylarr is a very powerful pet both for PvP and PvE. He has high base power, and Crush is a strong primary attack with an average hit of around 370. He also has excellent self-sustain through Stone Skin and Bandage. On top of the humanoid passive that heals him every round, he deals damage. With a health of 1481, that means he'll heal for 59 that round if he dealt damage. All of this mitigation and healing gives him significant staying power in prolonged attrition-focused fights. If the enemy isn't a burst monster or a hard counter, Tylarr can outlast them through steady damage and survivability, which is the core of his attrition strategy. If you're feeling lucky, you can opt for Haymaker instead of Bandage. It's a classic high-risk, high-reward burst option, very strong when it hits, but unreliable due to RNG and the self-stun on a miss. A notable weakness is that he offers no control tools, no stuns, roots, or force swaps, which makes him less useful in fights that require disruption rather than raw durability. He's also quite predictable for your opponent, unless you opt for a Haymaker, relying on the 50% RNG. A pitfall of Tylarr is that he only offers damage abilities of the humanoid type, which makes him especially vulnerable against undead and beast-type pets. He also does not possess any weather control, making it more vulnerable to possible weather effects. To conclude, he's a very solid pet that performs well in a wide range of encounters. He shines most as a frontline attrition pet, soaking damage while slowly grinding opponents down. And secondly, we have Clock'em. Clock'em resembles the Clockwork Gnome, with green lights instead of yellow, a slightly more bronze metallic body instead of a golden metallic, and the addition of spiked boxing gloves. These gloves are also available for transmog for players from the quest reward item Thaldurin's Fist. It's also similar to the legendary elite battle pet Gyrixel, the Eternal Mechanic, which is part of the Grandmaster's pet tamer Simra Bridesblade team Engogrond, a real pet battle content creator, Blizzard's way of honoring her impact on the community. Clock'em is also a possible reference to a game called Rock'em Sock'em Robots, at least according to a comment on Wowhead from a user called Regma, but it seems this is not confirmed by devs. Also, I saw this comment on Wowhead from a user called Westomo Presto that said, "This pet saved my marriage, brought upon me a new light in life. This pet was an inspiration to my career. Thank you." I don't know why I found this so random but funny. The description of Clock'em reads, "Created for one purpose and one purpose alone, to punch little critters as hard as it possibly can. It benefits from the mechanical pet family passive, comes back to life once per battle, returning to 20% health. It takes 50% increased strike from elemental abilities and 33 decreased strike from magic abilities." Let's go over Clock'em's stats and abilities. It's available in one breed, a speed balance breed. It has 1546 health, 257 power and 289 speed. Its abilities are Jab, 100% hit chance, jabs at the enemy dealing 232 to 349 humanoid damage, Overtune, 100% hit chance, overtunes the user's central power core dealing 138 mechanical damage and increasing the user's speed by 100% for 2 rounds. Overtune is a mechanical counterpart of the critter type ability Adrenaline Rush and the magic type ability Metabolic Boost. Haymaker, as discussed with the previous pet Tylarr Gronnden, then Counter-Strike, 2-round cooldown, 100% hit chance, deals 277 humanoid damage, deals 138 additional humanoid damage if you were struck this round. Kick, 3-round cooldown, 100% hit chance, deals 207 humanoid damage, and stuns the opponent if the user goes first. And Dodge, 4-round cooldown, increases your chance to dodge an attack by 100%, lasts 1 round. Clock'em is a mechanical pet with a strongly humanoid flavored ability pool. This makes it exceptionally useful against Dragonkin pets who take 50% increased strike from humanoid abilities. But keep in mind that Dragonkin pets can also have elemental type moves, which deal 50% increased strike to mechanicals. For example, the blue, golden, red and silver Dragonhawk hatchlings have a deadly combo of Flamethrower and Conflagrate, and there is Spiragos, which has a potential ability pool of 3 very powerful elemental abilities, Dark Flame, Deep Burn and Deep Freeze, or a Twilight Whelpling with Dark Flame and Twilight Fire, just to name a few. Despite being a speed balanced breed, its speed is not very amazing. However, a possible strategy for Clock'em is speed manipulation. Overtune functions as the setup for this, increasing your speed, thus ensuring that you'll be the first to attack in the next round. In addition to moderate humanoid damage, this guarantees a stun on the opponent pet with Kick in the next round. Alternatively, you can exploit Clock'em's lower speed by using Counter-Strike. If your opponent pet has more speed and deals damage before Clock'em does, Counter-Strike will deal about 50% increased damage. This punishes the opponent pet for having more speed and dealing damage first. Dodge can be very useful for some tactical timing of Counter-Strike. You can strategically take damage first to trigger Counter-Strike's bonus damage, and then using Dodge the next round to protect Clock'em. Just be mindful not to use dodge before using Counter-Strike, as you will effectively cancel out Counter-Strike's perk. It's also very useful against opponents with heavy burst if timed correctly. There is also the high risk high reward road with Haymaker. It's not a core ability but rather a finishing move. It potentially synergizes with the stun from Kick and the Mechanical Family passive. If you miss and self-stun, it's not completely wasted since the opponent was also stunned, and if you get resurrected, it might be worth taking the risk as it deals massive damage if successful. For a more reliable but modest damage, Jab can be used. A pitfall of Clock'em is that most of its abilities have cooldowns, so correct timing of abilities is required to avoid getting cooldown locked. It is less effective in teams relying heavily on avoidance, as it lacks abilities with AoE for backline pressure, dots, or abilities with 200% hit chance that always hit. It has no ability to change a weather effect, making it more vulnerable to possible weather effects, just like Tylarr Gronnden. To conclude, Clock'em isn't about raw damage, he's about controlling the flow of a fight. His kit revolves around speed manipulation, guaranteed stuns, and conditional punishment, making him feel more like a calculated humanoid duelist, wrapped in a mechanical body. So after testing out both pets, I found that Tylarr Gronnden turned out to be incredibly sustainable in this matchup. Stoneskin was especially valuable against Gnomelia Gearhart's build turret, absorbing most, if not all, of the turret's hits and letting Tylarr stay in the fight much longer than expected. Clock'em on the other hand was a bit trickier to play optimally. Counter-Strike can be very strong, but timing it against bunny pets is difficult. Bunny pets often have tools like dodge or burrow, which makes landing Counter-Strike consistently a real challenge. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and may your pets be cute and your RNG be ever in your favor. Bye guys!